Welcome to episode 2. So in this episode we will introduce the how to configure the device when you first use of the device, and also we will introduce the different module of the management software, and the whole software user guide will be separated into different modules in different episode videos. So we will continue to update the videos. So before introduce the how to configure the device, so we will introduce some of the tools we used. So to make it easier to see the screen of the device, we use one of tool named uh, Scrap Screen Copy. So this tool can show the device screen on the desktop, so also can control the device, so which you can choose to use this kind of tool to control the device. So once connect to the device, and then you can see the screen of the device shown here, and then you can also click on the screen with the mouse, and then the device will show here. So this is the tool what we use. So let's start with the software. So after you install the software, and then you will see you will run the software here, and you got this login interface. So we log in with the software. The default username is the admin, and also the password is also the admin. So you can select automatic login or just login directly. So this is the main interface of the software. It has different modules displayed here, the functional modules. The first one is personal management and the device management, and also access control and so on. So first time we use the software, we will go to if we want to control the device, and then the device needs to do some configuration, we will use this kind of module. And to control the user of the users who will use this kind of software, you need to go this module, user management. So this one module will provide the function to set the login users who can access this kind of software. And here is the system configuration, which will contains the configuration of this kind of software. So today we will first into the device management to see how to configure the device. When we click in, so the interface will show us here, and we need to, the first time there's no any device shown here. For example, we delete all. So the first time you will access this software, you will see this kind of interface, and then we can, the first time or after the device is connected with the network, with the PC, with the same network with PC, so you can for life easier, you can click search and the search, and then the software will automatically search the network to find the device if it is online. So here we got the device, and until it finish searching and the one device is having fun. So click this device and then add. So it will automatically add to the device software. And we can check here. If you don't want to use this kind of search, you can add by yourself also. And click add, and then here to type in the IP of the device. which is shown here on the screen here. You can type this kind of IP here and click this icon, and then it will automatically get the access number of the device shown here. After that, you just click the confirm button, and then it will be the same way the device will be added here. So this part is which we introduced in the episode 1. So today we will introduce in details about this kind of work. So after you add the device, and then we will move to the parameter. So enter the parameter. So first thing, because maybe you have not only one device, you have many devices. So first you need to click the device which you want to change the parameter. So click the device, and then here you can see the different module or parameters setting. So first go to the network setting. So here, the first time you use this kind of device, you better to change this password. The original password is shown here, and you can just type the new password as you want here, and then click the set password. So the password is changed and shown here. And the second part is like the network parameter. So first time you connect with a cable, and then this parameter you don't need to change, you just keep it. Otherwise, if you want to set the IP, and then you can set by yourself according to the network IP. So here is a Wi-Fi connection. If the first time you want to the device use a Wi-Fi, you can type here. So Wi-Fi name, just type the Wi-Fi name, which will show on your desktop, or you got a Wi-Fi name SSID, you can type in here, and then here you will need to enter the Wi-Fi password as your password here, and then after that you just click the setting, and then the device will get the Wi-Fi. So this is for the network setting, and then the second one is the basic parameter. This part is very important because there are a lot of functions requirements that all are be configured in this section. So in this section, I will introduce detail in which each parameters what's the function. So the first is the device name. So for example, if you change this device name, for example, we change as we can see now the device name shows here HFSecurity. For if we didn't do anything, and then we just click setting. So when you see this kind of message is back, and then it will show the setting is sent to the device, and then device the initialize itself automatically, and then here show the face recognition, which is the same as here. So which means here if we change the words here, it will directly display on here. So you can set as your company name or the name that you want. It will display here. So this is the first parameter, and second parameter is the resolution distance. This is the default value for recommendation. So we recommend the user to select one of the distance that you want and after use. So the recommendation distance is like 1.5 meters. This is the normal use for the distance recognition of the face. And then the third one is the recognition score. For this kind of score, that we have the recommendation score standard for different environment. So for example, if the device store the 5K users registered in the device, we recommend to use the recognition score. This is the threshold value for the face recognition. So we recommend to use 65 for the setting with 5K registered user. If the register is 10K, so we recommend is 67. So if the register user is reached the maximum 20K, so we recommend to use the score threshold value is 68. So this for the threshold value. So third, the fourth parameter is the recognition interval. This interval is set as, for example, if the user face to the camera, and then it will detect the face. After the device detect the face, and then it will keep recognition. So the parameter here change will change the interval of the recognition. For example, if we change 5, which means once the user appear on the screen, and then the device recognize it, and then after 5 seconds the device will start the next recognition. So it will create a second recognition records. So for this parameter, open delay is to control the relay. So this parameter is used to control that once the face is recognized, and then the relay will be triggered. So the time for relay triggered, so we are setting here the 500 milliseconds, which means the relay will open and last 500 milliseconds. After that, the relay will be closed. For this parameter, the serial mode, you can select different mode. The first one is open door, which will allow the device to control the relay. The second is no signal output, so the device will not control the relay. The relay will disable. So the third one is personal ID output. So the device will output the personal ID through the serial port like Wagon or RS serial port. So the third one is card ID output. So the device will output card ID of the registered user. So the last one is the customize. So normally this won't use whether your device is customized device. So we use the first 4 sections, and this is the serial port customization. So it will customize how to output the message through the serial port. This means the vacant port. So it will output the ID card number. So these two parameters are useless. You don't need to type anything on these parameters. So this one is vacant output. So you can select output card number or personal ID or card number personal ID for 26 or 34. So this one, which is used for the mainland China device. So this part you don't need to consider about to concern about this kind of parameter. Just leave that. And here the voice mode. This parameter will show once the user is recognized, and then it will broadcast or not broadcast. So the first one is not broadcast, the second one is broadcast environment. So which will broadcast the default setting is broadcast the username. And if you select the customer, and then you need to type the message that you want to the device to broadcast. So you can type here. The name here is like a hold value to change the name. So if you, for example, you type here and hello, and here, and for example, I register as the name Austin. So the device after recognize me, and then it will broadcast Austin hello, just like that. So here displaying mode is like displaying it will show the message on the screen after the user is recognized. So the default setting is displaying the name on the screen, and you can also click the customize. You can change here also. For example, the same hello, and then it will show Austin hello on the screen. And the multiple face detection, this one is very important parameter. Like you can select recognition of multiple face on one screen, or you can select only one face, the biggest face on the screen. So here is the important tips that if you use the mask detection, so for the device to detect if the user wear a mask or not, so you must select the recognition of maximum face, otherwise the mask detection will not work. So here stranger switch, a which will let the device to recognize stranger or not recognize. If click the recognize stranger, and then the device will record the stranger records. If not recognized, and then it will not copy any records for the strangers. And then this for the stranger uh, recognize. So for example, if the person who in front of the camera, and then it will not register, and then after 3 times recognition of the face and not matched, so it will be treated as the stranger. So if you change one, so which means the uh, after 1 time of recognition not match, and then the person will be treated as stranger. So stranger voice mode is the same as the voice mode broadcast. The first one not broadcast, and then the second one stranger alert. The default setting is stranger warning. So after the device detected as the stranger, and it will warning like to broadcast stranger warning. So you can also select customer for customize, and then you can change the customize message here, which you want to broadcast the message, and set here. And the last one is the important one, and let the device to select the leaf detection. So normally we use no leaf or the leaving recognition, so which will reject the photo and the videos if you select the leaving recognition. So let's do a test. If we change HFSecurity and select 1.5, 68, and 5. and the others here. Hello, yeah, we use the customize and to see the effect of the device later. So here use one and use two, and the other scope we set the parameter. Okay, so here is the parameter, and then you can see the device initialize itself automatically when you send the command to the device. So we can see, stranger alert normal 36.5. Okay, stranger alert. So we here it's effect that because I didn't register, so the device will tell the stranger alert. And then because we said twice, because only twice not match the register user, and then it will be stranger alert. So we can detect stranger alert normal 36.5. Stranger alert normal 36.5. You can see it lasts 5 seconds to do the second recognition. So here you can see recognition interval 5 meter back. Stranger alert normal 36.5. So that's the test for this module of device parameter, so which is very important. So after that we jump to the callback parameter. This parameter also very important if you use this kind of software to receive the records from a device. So here this IP server IP is the PCIP. You can get your PCIP with command like IP config, and here my IP address is 140. So what I need to do is like change the IP 140. So after I click setting, you can see the attendance, heartbeat, and the image recognition register. So these three URL will set automatically, and then it is for the device to know where I need to send this kind of records. So after set that, you can see from the real-time monitor, and then so you can see here after I detect, then the the new records will display here. So as you can see, it update. You can see the time here. This is stranger. I detect twice these two records, and then you can see the device online. So after uh, recognition, we can test here. Okay, this is the new records. It will automatically sent here. So this is for the real-time monitor, this parameter, and then the display parameter. So this parameter is also important. Like if you want to display some logo on the device screen, and then you can this kind of parameter to set. For the device here, this part set screen orientation, and also here large screen display mode is not support for the current device that you have. So for RAO8T, so the important section is here, modify the logo. So first we can select logo. This is our company logo. Select here and then click modify logo. And we can show you the device here. You can see now here this area is nothing and default like this icon. So we can test to modify logo. Click again and you can see success, and you can see here it changed to the logo we used. So this for the this bar, and remote operation is like to remote get some parameter. You can remote read the serial number of the device, which will be the same shown here as the number. And you can click setup time to set the time of the device, and also restart the device. After you click, the device will reboot itself, and you can click the device reset, and then the device will be reset. And here remote opening, this button is control the relay. Once you click, and then it will directly schedule the relay of the device remotely. So the last part is the temperature parameter. This part includes the temperature section and also the mask recognition. So you can set by this parameter. So the first is the temperature. So we can see here, we click turn on the temperature detection and turn on the broadcast. So abnormal body temperature, this is the broadcast message that you can customize to change here. If you change here, and then you will change the message that it will broadcast after the user detect is the temperature is abnormal. So you can set the threshold value of the temperature detects. The default is 37.3 Celsius. So these two parameters just last it as default. You don't need to change these two parameters here for any device you got. So we can test for the temperature detection. So here is setting, and then we see the device restart. We can see the temperature detection.
Stranger alert normal 36.6. Stranger alert normal 36.6.
So this is a normal broadcasting. So if the temperature is abnormal, it will broadcast messages here. So this is for the temperature setting, and then the last one is the mask recognition setting. For example, if we set here, or for the last section for temperature, we can see if we turn off the detection and then click, and we can see what's the change of the device. So you can see here, after you turn off the temperature detection, so there is no the alignment area displaying here, and then it will back to the normal phase regulation device.
Stranger alert.
So we can set it back. So we discussed with the mask recognition. So for this part, it's like you can set the mask detection must be on, turn on, and also voice broadcast of normal mask detection. Please wear a mask. This is the default message that the device will broadcast. So we can try to click. So we can see the device.
Stranger alert normal 36.6.
Okay, so after setting, it didn't tell you that wear a mask.
Stranger alert normal
So
36.6.
that's why, because there's the tips here, we didn't select the maximum phase here. So after we select maximum phase setting, okay, the device will initializing itself, and after that, okay, the device back, we can test the.
Please wear a mask.
Okay, you see, it tells the user to wear the mask. So wear
Please wear
a
a mask.
mask. If we change the message here, like please wearing the mask. Okay, we set it. And then let's see what's the difference. The initializing. So if the user not wearing the mask, it will tell the user please wearing the mask.
Please wearing the mask.
You see? You can
Please
hear?
wearing the mask.
You can hear the voice.
Please wearing the mask.
Please wearing the mask. So if it's not clear, we can change another message. Okay, device will automatically initializing itself. Okay, you can hear again.
Austin wear the mask.
You see?
Austin wear the mask.
It tell me to wear the mask. So you can change here. That's the setting for this parameter. So after you set here, so which means all the basic settings of the device you have done and know about what's the function of each one, so you can do the testing with the device to set the parameter as you want to achieve the functions. After that, we will move to the personal management, which will be uh, described in the episode 3. So in episode 3, we will discuss how to do the personal management in detail. So thanks for watching.